News around the world, and in the latest violence, 2 pastors in Sudan may be put to death because of their faith. My next guest is the president and CEO of Open Doors USA, David Curry. He joins me now. David, tell us what happened to these 2 pastors.
Well, these 2 pastors were arrested in Sudan for preaching the gospel. The first pastor, Pastor Michaels, was arrested December 31st. He's been held prisoner away from his family, not able to talk to them, isolated in an unknown location. The other pastor was arrested just for going to the government and asking, what happened to my friend, this other pastor? Sudan is number 6 on the world watch list. They've been cracking down on Christians, and we're very concerned that these pastors will be either put to death or given a life sentence just for being Christians, for practicing their faith.
Well, you know, you talk about a watch list. I mean, number 6. Where are the top most violent countries for Christians in the world?
As you said, the World Watch List is the Open Doors academic study with the facts related to Christian persecution. Number 5, Afghanistan, a very dangerous place for Christians. Not a lot of religious freedom. Number 4, Syria. Very free for Christians until the Civil War, but now that has devolved. Christians are caught in the crossfire between the government trying to hold on to power and ISIS and the extremists there. Number 3 is Iraq. Of course, there's episodic violence against Christians for the last decade as the politicians failed to keep the peace that we fought so hard for. And now, of course, ISIS controls a wide swath of Iraq. The second most dangerous place in the world for Christians is Somalia, a failed state, tribal influences there, extremists, Islamic extremists there who are attacking Christians regularly. Very, very dangerous place to be a Christian, Somalia. And of course, the number 1 on our world watch list is North Korea, the most dangerous place to be a Christian, to share your faith, to be caught with the Bible, to do anything, the most basic of religious freedoms.
And so when you go through those countries, I mean, does it appear that more countries are becoming more dangerous, that you're adding to your watch list?
Absolutely. It's harder to get on the list because it's becoming more dangerous. This is the first year that we've had every region become more difficult for Christians. So it's harder to be number 50 on the list, in other words. It's just getting that much more difficult. And of course, that's because of the extremists. It's because of totalitarian governments like Sudan, al-Bashir, who is holding these 2 pastors prisoner. It has a very autocratic way of dealing with it. He's trying to press out Christian faith, and he's arrested these 2 pastors. He will likely put them to death unless people make their voice heard.
Well, let's hope so. And my understanding is that your organization has launched a petition calling on the president for assistance. And where would people go for that? OpenDoorsUSA.org. This petition to call for the president to appoint a special envoy. He's promised to do it. It's been a year since he promised to do it. He hasn't done it. We need a point person to defend and to find out what's happening to Christians in these regions. All right, David Curry, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. And up next, my view.